What's up, everybody? It's your boy Danny Lolo. We are here live. You are now watching Keep It on the Lolo. I am here tuned in with my guest Tim Miranda, my right-hand man. We got my boy Johnny in coming in soon. Let's dive up close. Let's introduce the one and only, my man, the fucking G that comes in and takes the pictures, the cleanest. Tim Miranda, what is up, dude? What's up, man?
What's up, bro? I'm so happy to be here, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's been in the making. We've been talking about this for a long time.
It's been a couple months. We've been really putting in work.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been definitely a road coming here. You have things like me moving out from we'll get into that later. Yeah. But let's just dive up with you right now. Let's find out a little bit about Tim Miranda, what you do. What's up, dude?
What's up, guys? So my name is Tim Miranda. I started on Vine. Actually, I started my social career on Vine. It was a 6-second video media app, and
this was right when Vine started.
Yeah, right when Vine started. This was about 4 years ago. I was a freshman in UCF down in Orlando, in Florida. I got so bored one day, I started blowing vapor to music.
With the little ego.
With a little ego I got from a gas station.
I remember that.
So that was way back when. So I started blowing these 6-second videos, and it was to these crazy EDM drops. I was like, wow, okay, this is cool. I put it up.
You love EDM.
I love EDM. I love a bunch of DJs out there. So it ended up being 6 seconds of a Steve Aoki song. I got 36,000 rewinds on that thing, and got 40,000 followers within 1 week.
This is back when Popular Page was like #1.
I could get 150 likes on Vine. I got on Popular Page.
Yeah, this was like right when the Vine age. You would post, and if you got 15 likes and revines, you were automatically on the Popular Page. Everyone's seeing you like this. I remember all that. So you started on Vine with the 6-second video. What happened there?
So after that, I got a bunch of followers, and I created a trend. I named it Smoke Sync, just blowing the O's or any type of vapor to music.
This was back in the day. This was before any anything came out. This was when Vapor Shark was actually
I didn't know of any big companies. I didn't know of any at all. Nothing around international as well either. So then I started making videos. I wanted to do a contest, a Smoke Sync contest. I introduced it, and I was like, okay, whoever could do the best video, you'll be on my little team of smoke trickers.
This is like your trick.
Yeah, I had like 40,000 followers at the time. I thought it was like hot shit. I thought it was like
UCF.
Really cool. Yeah, I was at college thinking I was this big thing. So it ended up being Zach and Isaac from my VGod team, official VGod all day.
There it is. Yes, sir.
Co-founder. So it ended up being that Isaac and Zach won, and then I started seeing all these other smoke trickers pop up.
Isaac and Zackajuia.
OG thugs all day. Damn. The cleanest in the industry.
This is before VGod was even a thing. Yeah. Like, this is right. Like, they were just kids on using an app.
I was just a college kid, just literally blowing vapor to music. Like, that was my thing. So I ended up doing this contest. From there on, met 8 other OG guys, and we created a group called VGod. And most people think it stands for Vape God.
What is the actual meaning behind that?
It's actually Vape Gang or Die.
Okay.
Gang or Die.
Everyone thinks we classify ourselves as VGods.
Not at all. That's not what it stands
Vape
for.
Gang or Die. All right. So you slowly got into the industry. You made the move. You linked up with a bunch of these other OGs, and it was basically like, all right, here's
a group, here's a team. We're like, okay, instead of trying to get big by ourselves, let's spread the wealth.
Yeah, so they basically got all the OGs in one group, came together, called themselves VGod. So then now, Tim, you slowly progressed, and now what do you do for VGod?
So I'm literally the one behind the scenes all day long. I'm running the Facebook, the Instagram, the stories.
Social account manager.
YouTube. Everything you can imagine. And I help out now with a new affiliate program we introduced. We'll get more onto that when we introduce our special guest.
Perfect, dude. That sounds good. So yeah, you moved into the photography. I've seen.
Obviously,
I've seen a lot of your work, more than anyone, and I love it. And that's the reason why you are here. And I definitely love everything you do.
Thank you.
with that being said, what are your plans for the future? So you're currently in Miami, Florida, right?
Yeah, so I came out with, I met Danny about 3 years ago, and I had this cool little clone mech mod that I thought was the shit at the time. I went over to his house. He hit me up one day, and that was an interesting story.
So that's a whole different story. Basically, I hit him up before I was nothing, and I just hit all the VGods, and this was I don't think they had the Instagram. You guys had the Instagram?
No, we had no Instagram. Yeah.
So yeah, this was like 2014. No, 2000. Yeah, something like that. 2013. And I was linking up with Tim, and I was like, I hit him up on Twitter, and I was like, yo, dude, like, what's up, man? I love this. I could do some tricks. Like, I could definitely be a VGod. What do I have to do?
Yeah.
So then I hit him up, and like, I hit up everyone on VGod. No one replied to me, and I was like, oh man.
I was the convenient one. I live 30 minutes away from
Right.
him,
No. So then I DM him, and I'm like, yo, like, what's up? And he's like, oh man, I get quite asked all the day, like every day, millions of emails just asking how to be on VGod, what do I do, how? And I was like, so how do I get on? And he was like, oh, well, we don't really accept anyone right now. It's 8 of us in the OGs. And I was like, damn. All right, whatever. Just where do you live? Like, what's up? What do you do? I just want to know a little bit about what you do and shit. So then we go, and then I DM'd you. You answered back, and then long story short, it was Ultra Weekend on in Miami.
Yep.
And there was a big convention going, Ultra Music Festival, and Tim was posting on Snapchat, I think it was, or Twitter or something, and I was like, damn, like he's not there. So I hit him up. He comes over. I meet him. He teaches me everything about building, to the vapes, to the mech mods, to official VGod. Yeah. You introduced me to everything, and I was like, what the hell? Like, this is crazy. So, you were one of the people that you were the only person to introduce vape, because I've seen the mech mods and stuff on the show. I mean, on Vine, but I never seen it in person ever. I never know what these were, how they worked, or anything. So you taught me all that stuff. So when I learned from you, you were like the one that taught me everything and were my teacher through this experience. So you explained everything and took the patience and explained the battery safety, how to wick right.
4 years ago.
Everything. Wow. This was like, I got my first setup with you, all this stuff. So you were a big role in this. And to see you come such a big way and manage all these accounts for VGod and become your own photography and do all these things on your own movement, that's a pretty big message that you're trying to bring alive with all these people tuning in that are just wondering what we do
every day.
Like, do we just vape all day?
No,
do we do tricks all day? Like, what's up? Like, what else do we do? So this is a kind of like the show that I wanted to bring alive with Vape Capital, to basically give you the insights of everything, that what we do, how we do it, shows, the traveling, the money, the everything, all that stuff. So I teamed up with Vape Capital to bring this along, and we have a new segment that we're about to drop right now. It's called World's Best Trickers, and it's a segment that each guest on the show is gonna go through a process where they come in, they get on the show, but before we record a nice Vape Capital famous edit, like what they do on all their work and their quality with the cameras and studio and all that. So we bring you in, we shoot you. I've teamed up with the top dogs of the game, and we're definitely going to bring this alive. And I just want to introduce to you the world's best tricker segment. All right, and now that you guys saw that, we got our special guest, Johnny Grom, is coming in hot. But before we do that, type in a little bit where you're from, where you're viewing this from, and let's give some love out. We'll be right back after these commercials.
Of a mystical honeydew monster. Smooth, creamy, and overwhelmingly fruity, with a refreshing flavor that is impossible to put down. Seriously, try to put it down. You can't do it.
All right, what's up, everybody? We are back from the commercial break with our special guest, the one, the only, the legend, VGod_VGod. What is up, my man?
What's up, man? Happy to be here.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying. You got your own show, man. That is tight.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure to have you on here.
It's a pleasure to be here as your first guest, man. I'm excited.
So what's up, dude?
I don't know, man. I'm good. Big things coming 2017. 2017 is going to be a big year.
Yeah, I see you pick up a new whip.
A new whip. I'll post that a little later.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What are you rocking now? What are you sitting in?
I'm sitting in a 2017 WRX.
Okay.
Brand new.
Okay.
The brand new, I guess. We're starting there, and then we're going to move up to something
Where's
bigger.
the Subi gang?
Hey, Subi gang, whoever,
there it is.
whoever got that
All day.
Subi.
So, all right. So you are definitely a jackpot in the vape game. You have a lot to tell us, where you came from, what you do. This is basically announcing to the world what you want them to know. So what's up with you? Like, how did you start? How did you begin this whole
Journey.
Vape journey. Yeah, whatever you want to call
Oh,
it.
it's about to get personal right now.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
All right, well, where I came from a very nice, caring Christian family, but I was always that
You're
little
in California, right?
California.
Okay.
I was that fuck up kid.
Okay.
You know, I wasn't doing that well. I got into drugs, smoking cigarettes when I was like 12. I mean, it wasn't a good time. And I hit a low point in my life.
Okay.
But when you hit that point, you know, you can't go any lower. And you
Something snaps.
You either decide to just give up or you decide something else. And you know what? I was like, I can't live like this anymore.
Right.
I don't want to be this person disappointing other people. I want to be somebody.
Someone like you can get appreciated for your work and your talent and
I wanted to do it for myself, you know?
okay.
I wanted to get out of that hole and just prove that I'm not that person.
Basically start something that's no one's ever done before.
Yeah, and I didn't know what that was. I wasn't thinking at the time, yo, I'm going to get out of this hole by doing vape tricks.
Okay.
Not at all, but, you know, I started going back to school, working full time.
Right. You were at the pizza shop.
And I was trying to, pizza shop. Or it was a Hawaiian restaurant.
Okay.
That was
My
the
man.
first one.
Yeah, you cooking up that
Pizza,
fire.
you know?
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, it all started, I started trying to quit
Tell
smoking.
us your side about the whole Vine stage. Like, starting from there. What
Starting from the Vine stage.
because you're one of the OGs of the game. Like, you are one of the ones that started this. That's the reason why we are here today.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely want to bring that up.
Well, here's a little confession. When I started vaping, I was still smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
Vaping
many
was kind of
cigarettes?
just for the
How many
convenience
cigarettes were
factor.
you at?
I was young. I was at a pack a day.
What age did you start?
Pretty freaking young, you know. I was really young. I don't want my parents to hear this, you know.
definitely
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I was young, but I used to be able to hit a whole cigarette in one hit, and I would make bets and make
You
money.
posted
off
a
of that.
video on that.
I did
A while ago,
not
just to show-
brag, just to show where I've
No,
come
definitely,
from,
just to show,
you know?
to prove everyone that you were definitely that kid that used to smoke, but look what you've created and look how far you've come.
Yeah.
So, when you started Vine, how did you hear about the app?
I don't know. It was just the new app that everyone was on,
Okay, so
posting
you
little
just-
videos. Before, I didn't even know. I was just doing. Well, let me tell you how I actually got into doing tricks.
Tell me how it started.
I haven't told anybody this.
Oh,
I don't know. I haven't even told my girlfriend.
is this the reason why you
This
started
is the reason
vaping?
why I do tricks. It's
Uh-oh.
not the reason I vape.
Uh-oh, here it is.
Me and my
Moment of
homies.
truth.
Me and my homies used to always go to this vape bar.
Okay.
I mean, no, the hookah bar. Hookah bar, my bad. Hookah bar.
Yeah.
Called Oceanside.
Mm-hmm.
And we would always go there because they didn't card us or anything, so we would just go in there.
Right.
And my friend knew how to blow O's, and I was like, man, can you teach me? So he started teaching
Because it was
me.
always a thing, like, you could blow O's, but it was, like, not anything.
I couldn't even blow O's, but I
Oh.
saw him, and I was like, wow, I want to learn that. But the main deciding factor in what made me trick was a girl.
Oh.
It was a girl.
Uh-oh. Here it
Oh my
is.
God.
Moment of truth.
So I learned how to blow O's from my friend, barely learning, and I was just blowing a couple. And then the most beautiful girl walks by me.
Uh-oh.
I just got nervous and I was still kind of blowing O's, but then she came and stopped and she's like, wow, that is so cool. Like,
Yeah.
I love
Typical.
that. And my
So you
heart-
were like, that was your moment of like, wow.
that was my moment of like, I love
love this
tricking.
guy.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like
God,
I definitely
will do
need
this
to
for the
take
rest
this
of my
somewhere
life.
so she can come back and compliment me with something like that again.
Yeah, I just wanted to get better. I never thought it would bring me fame or anything, so I
Right.
just started getting better at it.
So then
having
you
more fun.
started posting on Vine.
Started posting on Vine. Nothing crazy, ghosts, little O's, because that's all that was out. You
Uh-huh.
know?
Yeah, the simple tricks.
And I got lucky. I don't know how, but I posted a video. You guys know this video, but this is what made me famous in the beginning. It was literally me recording from the side,
Uh-huh.
no music, just a simple light pointing at my face, and I blew 4 O's.
I remember that.
Tongue O's.
I remember that on
And
Vine.
they were
Yes.
bouncy, shitty,
And
ugly,
there was a lamp behind you.
ugly O's.
There was a lamp behind you, and it was in
Yeah.
a room with white walls. And,
White walls,
oh my.
nothing. It was terrible. I called them jellyfishes.
How many
'Cause
revines
They
did
look
you
like
get?
jellyfishes. 60,000 revines, 20,000 followers I got.
How long?
How long what?
How long did that take? Like, how long did it take for you to get all that? Like, a
All
week?
that wasn't even a month, and I had like 20,000 followers.
That's crazy.
Because that
you-
was not even a thing. No one knew about.
Yeah,
O's.
you made it on popular page, and you were right there, and it was like something no one's seen.
No
It
one's
was
seen.
new app. You got enough likes. You made it on popular page. It all makes sense. Organic. All right. So you came up with these 8 guys, and these were the OGs.
Mm-hmm.
What did Johnny Gromas do?
Well, actually, I had no idea about any of these guys except for Isaac and Zach because Zach hit me up and he was like, "Yo, follow me," and I'm like, "Who's this douchebag? Like, who is this guy?"
Right. You didn't know who he was.
I know. I followed him because I was just trying to be nice and everything. I started to notice he's like kind of good, you know.
Right.
But I just thought he was a weirdo for hitting me up and asking me to follow him. And then I thought Isaac was the coolest guy in the world. And I was just like, "Oh my God, like this guy's good. He's blowing O's through O's. I can't do that." So I hit him up, and the nice guy that he is, I asked him for a shout out. I was that kid.
Yeah, to
I was
Isaac.
like, "Give me a shout out," and he actually shouted me out. He helped me out, and then later on, like Cole hit me up, put me in a group chat,
Cole.
and that was the first time I met any of these guys besides Isaac and Zach. But I mean, God bless everyone. They're all my homies now. They're my family. They're my team.
That's crazy because it's we're about to get into this story even more, and right after this quick commercial break. But we're gonna dive down close and see what he does now, what the rest of the story is, and we're gonna answer some comments from Tim.
online.
Tim, what's up? What's in the comments?
We got plenty of those, but
We'll get
come
back
right
to that after this commercial break.
Dr. Sugar Shades is the creamy poop of a mystical raspberry. Totally clean, totally cool, and soft served straight from a very sweet rear. Every hit is a spewing mouthful of Dr. Sugar Shit's glistening bits.
Dr. Sugar Shits is intended for adults only. You must be of legal smoking age in the state in which you reside to consume Dr. Sugar Shits. If the doctor finds out you are too young to vape, you leave your fucking soul.
What's up, everybody? We are back with my special guest, Johnny Gomez, on Keep It on the LoLo. We got Tim on the keys, just checking in with the comments and everyone tuning in.
We have a lot of comments tonight. We got people out from Denver, Alaska, London, Philippines.
Oh, we got people everywhere.
All over
Hey,
the world
shouts out to
now.
Philippines.
Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Philippines. Shout out to all that. Name some countries that were.
In London, we got people out from
London.
in
We actually have a
England.
show coming up.
We do have a show which
We
is
have
coming up
Vape Jam.
next April.
We have Vape Jam.
We have
3
to be ready
Birmingham.
for that one.
Yes, sir. Vape Jam 3 in Birmingham,
Hang
UK.
in there.
We are so we have a lot, and so you back to the story. basically how you came up, what you're doing, your story, what kept you motivated. So you have a group of kids on a Vine app.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of them.
Yes.
California.
California.
You're in Miami.
Soon to be in LA.
The rest of the team is scattered around the U.S.
Zach was in Nebraska.
Omaha.
Isaac in Bakersfield. We had
who else? Jans, former.
Jans.
OG, shout out to Jans, former.
San Francisco. Evangel, San Francisco.
Dylan Cole from Texas.
Texas.
So you guys all basically started on a Vine. Tim actually held a competition that brought in the Zach and Isaac for his smoke sink. That actually Tim Miranda was the first person to create the smoke sink, which means in trick terms is you sync the music with the
vapor,
with the music.
tricks.
So Isaac and Zach, which are also members from VGod, came to you and competed in your competition, and then you guys all came up together off an app in a group chat and decided to
share the wealth.
Share the wealth and bring on a new game, bring on a new era to this, and just 8 kids doing smoke tricks, right? Vape tricks at the time. I mean, smoke tricks at the time, vape tricks now. But you were actually the first one to live here. I mean, you were one of the ones living out here. And what was your process to get VGod up and going? How did that start?
I mean, we started off as a trick team, but I mean the second.
I'm talking about when you went to
Cloudscape.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started off like that, but I'm saying like the second we started getting attention.
Okay.
And people started hitting us up, and I was like, yo, we could actually like make something out of this.
So you were the one that stepped up and was like, yo, we could possibly make a business out of this.
Yeah, I mean, there was another company that hit us up in Vegas.
Okay.
And the whole team was trying to go over there, and I was like, no, they're making us some bullshit deal. Like, I'm not down with that. So, I mean, I connected with the right people, proposed their plan and their deal with the team, and got all of them to come there. And, you know, it just exploded from there. It started off a little slow, but, man, we were strapped
Definitely.
down.
You walked into CS Vape, talked to Waleed, which was the owner of VGod, and he was the one that was like, you came in, was like, yo, I'm just trying to look for a sponsorship. You guys, I'm right here. Let's get something going.
Mm-hmm.
Showed him a couple tricks. They were like, oh man, let's make this a company. You guys take off. VGod gets established. You guys have a warehouse, a studio. Everything starts happening here. That's insane.
Thank you.
That's honestly crazy. And I just want to take the time and congratulate you for everything you've done and all the success, and thank you for teaching us and bringing something you've never done and brought it alive to Vine, and definitely turned this into a company and now an international company. So let's just go give it a second to shout out some fans.
We actually have some questions for you guys. I mean, if you don't mind, real quick, we actually have someone called Face Fire Hope asking, what's your guys' favorite liquid that you like to vape on?
Dripco. Strawberry Dripco.
Strawberry Dripco. Luscious, man. It's
Luscious.
all day.
That's your all day.
Not just because it's VGod, because it's luscious,
no, but
man.
I get you. That little taste bud.
And we have Sammy from the comments saying, what setup do you guys like to use?
I have a lot of setups. My go-to is definitely the 150 Pro with the trick tank.
From VGod.
From VGod, yeah. I like that. It's really comfortable to use for tricking.
I mean,
are you a mech mod or box mod user?
I'm a mech mod kind of guy, depending on what mood I'm in. But Trick Tank Pro.
All right, guys.
Can't get enough.
That's basically it for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. My next guest will be a banger from VGod, and he's gonna come in and talk to you and give us his story about what happened with him and how he got here. But we got Tim Miranda, Johnny Gromas, and Danny LoLo. We are checking out. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got more next week. Bye.